All right.
I'd like to call this meeting to order. It's 1:32. Before we begin any further into our meeting, I'd like to have Cabot Ray lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Cabot?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Cabot. So do I have a motion to adopt this? Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second on the motion?
I'll second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Agenda adopted. Before we go any further, I would like to introduce our current board, and I will also want to thank the board members who have served, and this is the end of their term. So behind me, we have Tom Matthews, and this is Tom's last meeting. We'll hold our applause till the very end, please. Also behind me is Jim Lloyd, his last meeting. We also have Eric Lapp, his last meeting, however, he's a candidate. So next to him is Tim Weibel, Cabot Ray, Annie Kerrigan, and Mary Beth is seated there. So for those of you who are serving, thank you. For those of you who are now leading the board, thank you also. Thank you very much. I would also like to recognize the management committee members that we have here today. I think I saw earlier Jim Sigafus. Wave, Jim. Stand up, wave. Okay, thank you. Marty Bendokas, you're here. Stand up. Okay, don't see him. Steve Cundiff. Thank you, Steve. Rex Eberly. And John Jeffers, AKA JJ. All right, thank you all. And I would also like us to recognize our general manager, Jeff Harper. Hey, Jeff, wave. All right, thank you. Appreciate it. So, next up on the agenda is an approval of the August 16th, 2020 minutes. So that was the last annual meeting. Mary Beth, you should have that in your packet.
I make a motion that we approve the August 16, 2020 minutes.
I'll second it.
Second by, was that you, Jim Lloyd?
Damn, I think.
No, I'll let you have it. It's
Okay, all right. Jim Lloyd, all those in favor of approving the August 16th, 2020 minutes, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Next is approval of the July 27th, 2021 special board meeting minutes, also in your packet.
I make a motion that we approve the July 27, 2021 special board meeting minutes. Can I have a second, please?
I'll second this.
Tim Weibel seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Nay. Motion carries. Next, Mary Beth, as Secretary of the Board, would you please announce the candidates as well as lead us through the ballot issue?
So the candidates running for the board, we have 4 open positions. You can vote for 3 today. Are Stephanie Wolf, Doug Parker, Eric Lapp, Linda Hodge, Jim Hiles, Margaret Euler, Chaz Cross, Patrick Connor, Greg Blank, and Jeff Barron. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2 has to do with adding electronic voting in addition to our current absentee voting and in-person voting. I'm gonna just read the portions that are modified in the proposed issue 2 ballot issue. So and this is also in your packet for your review. Under section 4, quorum, the voting members present either in person or by absentee or electronic ballot and in good standing shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business at any annual or special meeting of the club members. Under section 7, absentee voting, the second paragraph, last sentence is changed to say, members who have been sent absentee ballots will be deemed to have voted by this method and will not be allowed to vote electronically nor to personally vote at the meeting. Under the third paragraph, that's modified to read, absentee ballots must be received by the Hideaway Club office prior to the end of business 2 days before the membership meeting. The next paragraph is deleted altogether, and that paragraph is replaced with section 8, electronic voting. Members may vote by electronic ballot. In order to vote electronically, members must be able to access the internet with a computer or mobile device. Specific instructions and any necessary access codes will be provided to eligible members for each membership meeting. Electronic voting will not be available to members who have requested an absentee ballot. Members who have voted electronically will not be eligible to personally vote at the membership meeting. Electronic voting will be available starting 7 days and ending 2 days prior to the membership meeting. Section 9, implementation, is added, which states the Board of Trustees is authorized to adopt reasonable rules and regulations consistent with the provisions of Sections 7 and 8, which rules and regulations shall not be contrary to or inconsistent with this code in order to facilitate the implementation of these provisions. The former Section 8 is changed to Section 10, and that language is changed to read, except as otherwise specifically provided in this Code of Regulations, an issue or motion is considered adopted at an annual or special meeting by a vote of more than 50% of those voting members in good standing who are voting in person, by electronic ballot, or by absentee ballot. Under Section 4, removal, first sentence, that paragraph is changed to read, any member of the Board of Trustees can be removed as a trustee by a majority vote cast by membership present in person or by absentee or by electronic ballot at an annual or special meeting if the issue is on the agenda as a result of a petition signed by members casting at least 10% of the number of votes cast at the last preceding annual membership meeting, either in person or by absentee or by electronic ballot, and who were in good standing at such time. 2 more parts. Under activity committee funds, the second paragraph, last sentence is changed to read, any such indebtedness has to be approved by a majority of the members present in person or by absentee or by electronic ballot and in good standing and voting at a meeting of the membership. Under Article 10, repeals and amendments, sentence number 1, the last modification reads, this Code of Regulations may be amended or repealed by 2/3 the vote cast in person or by absentee or by electronic ballot by members in good standing at any duly convened regular meeting of the membership or at a duly convened special meeting of the membership called for that purpose, provided that any proposed amendment shall have been presented to the Board of Trustees at a regular or special meeting of the board at least 90 days before such regular or special membership meeting. That's it.
Thank you, Mary Beth. That was a lot to get through. Any questions on the ballot initiative that Mary Beth just went over? All right, thank you. Next up, I would like a motion to recess so that we can reopen registration and voting.
So moved.
Okay, we have a first by Jim.
I'll second.
Got it, second. All those in favor, please say aye. Any discussion on this? Okay, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. Registration's back open again. Please vote and have a good rest of your day. Okay, so the ballot box is going to be exactly where, Mary Beth? Nice.
That was me.